It's round number 4 of MotoGP in 2025, and we wake our way over to the wonderful Lusail International Circuit in Doha, Qatar. Welcome to Free Practice 1. Green light and away we go. The bikes will make their way out into the circuit and the first session of the weekend is underway. Hello everybody, welcome to MotoGP and what is, I think, going to be a really interesting race. Megan alongside me. Hello Megan.
I can't hear the track noise. Now I can.
Yeah, it wasn't on in the background. There we go. Hello Megan, how you doing? Welcome up to the booth.
I also can't hear myself, but that's the usual problem.
Practice 1 though, it's going to be an interesting one. How are you doing? You doing alright?
Come see, come ça.
Yes, I can tell. Is that new shampoo?
I haven't actually washed my hair today.
Oh. It smells nice. So how are you doing? You doing
I
well?
know it's sticky.
Yes. Good, bad, ugly?
Yeah.
But one thing that we're going to have to be looking at in this session, I think, most of all is...
Stressed.
No, guess who's back? Back on circuit.
Martin?
Jorge Martin is out there.
Finally!
Finally, he's back in MotoGP. Is this going to be a test session for him? He's been declared fit, but is he going to risk it coming back this season?
He's definitely just going to test the waters.
Yeah. It's good though, isn't it? After the excitement we had back in Austin with Marquez crashing, the rain, the bizarre start, to now come here and the championship's actually in the lead of Alex Marquez, let's not forget that. And all hell's really has sort of broken loose.
He leaves and for some reason no one can keep it together.
No, they really can't. It's a weird situation we've got at the current moment in time of
It'd be hilarious.
this one.
It'd be hilarious if in like 3 or 4 races, maybe 5, he just suddenly took over the championship.
What, Martin or Marquez?
Martin.
Yeah, could be either. At the moment, we haven't got our graphic for the usual up here in the booth for
Yellow.
One. Yellow's already out. Where's this one now?
Sector 3.
Well, it's sector 1 now. Zarco is in that sector, and Zarco isn't moving. I reckon it's Zarco. I think it's Zarco who's hit the deck somewhere. Yes, it's down in the first corner.
It's him.
So that's a long trail. Yeah, there we go. He's not crashed. Looks like the bike's just gone down.
Oh, I think he's just had a malfunction.
There, there's a fine. The bike's just stopped. It hasn't hit the grass, so that's just a normal failure, it looks like, bizarrely enough. Yeah, let's take another look at it. So he's pulled off way early. That's cut on in mid straight, hasn't it, for Zarco? He's just decided, let's go straight on.
He's noticed it and decided to basically, it's the equivalent of stopping on the side of a dual carriageway.
Yeah. And he's now running back through at the back half of the circuit now, Max.
Well, what would MotoGP be if you didn't have a little bit of running across the circuits? I mean, it seems to be a weekly occurrence now.
Sadly so, yeah. As that yellow flag's still out as the marshals run to confirm it.
Don't often see that view of the bike.
No, a backwards sort of shot out there.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes in total and see if it'll be an improvement. Lap time cancelled for exceeding track limits for the 73 as Marco Bezzecchi sets our first time in this session. As well, now Marquez goes top, Bezzecchi, Miller, and then Acosta in 4th, and have Binder and Aldeguer. Megan.
They've added something to the notifications.
Yeah, it fades away.
Yeah, there's like a limit. You can see how long it's on for.
Look at this. All these now, as Mark goes top, all under the yellow flags. So they're not going to be as big of improvements as we were thinking here. Which
And a lot of them are losing them.
Lap time cancelled due to the yellow. Yeah, they're all coming through with the yellow flags now.
I think there's only very few of them who actually have managed to get past it.
So, this is first practice for the Qatar Grand Prix of MotoGP. Moved, of course, further on in the year due to Ramadan being earlier. So it's moved for Formula 1, Bahrain and Saudi. It's moved for Qatar for MotoGP as well. It's actually resulted in the 2 World Championships being right next to each other. We're literally hopping over between. It's literally the other side of the lake. We're around about 40. We're around about an hour away from Formula 1 here.
Shout over. Have you got a spare wrench?
Yeah, it's literally that case going through. So it kind of makes a bit more sense, to be fair. But it is an exciting run around.
I can't remember where it's from. So do you know that when that person goes, howdy?
Yeah.
That reminds me of that.
It's the same thing, really, coming into it. So, just also on JB2, the World Superbike Dutch coverage will be starting soon as well. I'm going to find out where my fader is. So, yeah, that's coming up soon here on the second channel. As bsky 126 as well, that middle sector. Mark's up as well in that first. Miller's in there too. So, really, it's all sort of going to hell, isn't it, Mace?
Yeah, lap times are still being cancelled as well. 5, 6, a lot of them have just gone and got themselves cancelled for some reason. I don't know why that.
Yellow flags, they're all coming out with just the yellow flags.
It took a while.
Well, it was out there for a while at the first corner, so sadly that's kind of going to be the case we're going to be witnessing for a while here.
Must be those who started the lap.
Yeah, it's taken a while for it all to complete. As we see at the top of the board, Mark is still a 155 through on 2. He's still top. First sector's looking stronger for him as well. Bastianini's coming into the mix.
Already 7 minutes in.
Are we really? Yeah, it flies by this first session.
Yeah.
It's not that bad at all.
No, it is not. And Mia's currently doing well, which is weird for Mia.
Why would it be weird for me?
Because I just don't usually see him so far with the order.
No, he's sort of vanished a bit, hasn't he, in the last couple?
Yeah.
Mark's up by 0.3 of a second. We've got, there he is. First time we're seeing him on screen. Jorge Martin, after doing absolutely no pre-season testing, literally having a crash on his first lap out.
Whoa.
He's now back out here this weekend in Qatar on a newly resurfaced track, which I think is going to suit him a bit more as well.
It definitely will, and I've just seen him turn on a curb.
Yeah, he's not holding back.
Standing on one leg.
He's not holding back. He's certainly going to be pushing.
Also, he's still dressed like Terminator.
And for the first time, he's running the number 1.
Yeah. He's just basking in the glory of being the champion.
Wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Aha, here we go.
It's nice for him to be able to do that. Seriously, he does kind of remind me of the Terminator now. I can't unsee it.
Which one, Mark or
Martin?
The Martinator. Bezzecchi's up by half a second. Morbidelli, now Alex Marquez, championship leader. He's fastest, 153.482. Aldeguer goes into 5th. Bezzecchi goes 2nd. Fastest on the board to Marc Marquez. And Martin goes into 9th, 155.052. Marc Marquez fastest though, 153.144.
Is it just me? Or does Martin just look a bit more menacing amongst the bunch now?
Yeah, he's like Marc Marquez. They've both been sort of welded back together again, haven't they? And they're both back out there. The thing is though, Carl Pocketing crashed, had the same injury that Mark did. That was an ender for him. Toseland, the similar thing. Neil was never right after breaking it. And look, he's already elbowed down, Megan.
Oh my goodness.
Martin is already elbowed down out there. He's had time on last year's Aprilia in the Barcelona post-season test, but he's had no pre-season testing. These are his first laps on this bike, the Aprilia 25.
And he's already in tonight.
Yeah.
Do I hear a cricket?
Probably. Yes, you do. Yes, I heard that too.
I didn't know we had crickets around here.
Oh, well,
I've never actually seen a cricket.
Have you not?
Ever.
Oh. What's going to be really interesting in a few moments is that I'm going to have to pick up this microphone and introduce the World Superbike coverage. What's up?
Heard people.
There are probably people around, yes. Marc Marquez. Oh, hello. Look, it's already beginning. Marc Marquez and Martin are doing battle together out there on the circuit.
Get him! I don't know who I'm talking to, but still.
Martin is ahead of Marquez.
Either way, I want one of them to get the other one.
Martin's going out of the way for him, and Mark goes through.
He's like, I'm on a solar.
Lap time cancelled for Bezzecchi for track limits. Alex Marquez second, 153.301. Miller goes up into third.
Woohoo!
And Mia fifth. Acosta third.
What is happening? Now, Acosta, is he going to have a good weekend, or is it going to be like the recent weekends? And for some reason, that rookie spark he had a year ago seems to have been kicked out of him.
Yeah, it's been up and down, hasn't it, sadly, for Petra.
A lot of rookies have that, though, I've noticed, because think about Lawson in F1. Do you have the same thing?
Yeah.
What's happening?
That's the World Superbikes in the background that you're hearing, Megan.
Oh, I feel like everyone's got a bit more ominous.
I'm just double checking because in a second I'm going to have to take over. Listen, you can hear it. That's the World Superbikes because we're doing 2 broadcasts in 1.
There's Martin.
Yeah. Back in the pit lane. Yeah, like, are you okay? Don't go too far. Don't do too much.
Don't
Just take
push
it easy.
yourself.
Yeah. That's the doctor that's with him as well. He's been declared medically fit. But, oh, he's already saying...
It's a bit much.
He's already saying, no, not right now, not right now. He's having to be assisted taking off his helmet. It's very hot here as well in Qatar and Bahrain.
Got a fan on him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still holding that arm in a very...
Qatar is a tricky... Oh, look, he's putting the microphone up. Right, okay, that's getting set. Now he'll start talking and getting the lowdown.
Is it a microphone or just a really weird fan?
I think it's a bit of both, to be fair. It looks like a bit of both, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is going to be really confusing now for anybody watching. Because there's now 2 broadcasts going on. Which means I have to turn off this microphone.
How's that one being broadcast?
Battle. Clever, isn't it? Right, let's go over to TNT while we introduce the other show.
I can't ride with this. It's not nice. Danny Romagnoli along for the ride, coming from Pramac alongside Jorge Martin, part of the stipulation. And so they've built up such a good relationship over the last few years at the Pramac team.
Pecco lighting up the red sectors in the first practice. We don't see that very often.
Do you know what I also found really interesting after America was when we got Davide Tardozzi on checkered flag. I don't know who asked him. I think it was Susie who said, "What changes have you made then for obviously today?" Pecco's won. He went in such, because we know Davide really well. Matter of fact, he went. The bike is the same. So basically, we've changed absolutely nothing. It's down to the rider who's got to get his head into gear. And that's how Davide, we've seen it before, behind the scenes footage. That's how Davide will have been speaking to Pecco to say, hey, listen, if you want to win this World Championship, and he'll have said it this morning, it starts today. If you want to beat Mark, you can't let him walk over you, all over you in every session. And I know it's a tricky situation. What's it like for a team manager who's managing 2 riders? Because I know Davide so well, he will give them both the right amount of, the equal advice.
And I want to bring that up, actually, Megan, as well, with you. How does Ducati, Davide Tardozzi, how do they manage this situation going on right now with Ducati and Marc Marquez and Pecco Bagnaia, both in the same competitiveness, but it's just been crazy.
I think they manage it by just throwing them a win every now and then.
Oh, that's literally throwing them a bone.
Yeah. It's like you've got 2 world champions, both people who are very capable of winning races, both who have won races this year. You've got to just let them be. Let them fight it out. A bit like how Mercedes did with Rosberg and Hamilton.
That time cancel for Zarco. He's back out there on his 2nd bike, I'd like to point out. So he's going out there on bike 2. But yeah, that's also good news.
Not good news that he's already a bike down and it's only
it's a technical
first session.
But this is an irrelevant session. We're not going to be...
but it's going to stress him out all weekend long.
I say it's irrelevant. It's not really, because it's an unusual weekend here. It's a night race. It's MotoGP's only night race, as Colorado gets fed up with D'Antonio in front of him. But this is actually the first time they're out on the circuit, but it is crucial because this is the time that we'll be qualifying tomorrow, where you're leading the coverage for that.
Do not remind me of tomorrow.
So, yeah, the fact that they're going to have to qualify with this is entertaining, to say the least. We had the same, actually, when Formula 1 are here, because we do a sprint race. So, yeah, it's kind of up and down. 15 minutes in, though, and the World Superbike session has started alongside our coverage here of the 2nd session, the MotoGP session. That's live on JB2, as we're also live on JB2 now on Twitch. Hello, Twitch.
What's the first time I'm doing something tomorrow?
You're asking me?
Yes, I am asking.
First time you are doing something tomorrow is 1 o'clock.
Good.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I've never had this before. On the map book, it says the stream rate is currently higher than the recommended bit rate. Usually we're getting messages saying it's lower, but the map book is doing it higher. Anyway, that'll do. That'll do. As they continue on. It's fine. It means that we can just keep on going. I mean, we have a wireless microphone if we need to interject with it, so
Yeah.
we have the ability to talk on both. There's Alex Marquez, who had quite a lot of these laps cancelled due to that yellow flag was out there. Just let them both race, says Sean. I agree with you as well. Let them both race. Otherwise, it just gets messy, as you say. Let's have a look at Digi then.
I'm liking the look of Digi today. Liking how the suit is.
Yeah.
It's like half and half.
Is he that good?
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be working well at the moment. I'm just keeping my eye out. I'm just trying to see if there's any data that we can nab in as well from anywhere else on the paddock. But it's been a fairly quiet couple of weeks. It has been, hasn't it, between Austin and here?
You had to say it. Right, so the only people currently out on track are Alex Marquez, D'Antonio,
Yeah.
Bastianini, Acosta, Zarco, Binder, and Ayagura.
Everybody else back in pit lane at the moment, and it looks like, I think, Digi might be coming in as well, because he's taken a little bit of a lighter step backwards.
You can't seem to find much out there. We'll see.
Valet's here this weekend, yeah.
Is his brother out on track at the moment?
Where is Marini? I can't see Luca.
No, can I? Oh, found him.
Where is he?
Currently in the pit lane, and he's 17th.
Ah.
Improve! That looked painful for some reason from Zarco. I don't know why. I think he hit himself in the eye.
Aye, says the eye. Okay, good.
He was putting on his helmet, and I noticed it knock a bit more on this side of his head, so I'm guessing he knocked himself in the eye.
Valet will be, of course, in the GT Challenge soon, coming up. I think he's even doing Le Mans this year again.
Oh.
It'd be fun. That's Martin having to get physically helped into his clothes. Megan, how is he racing? He's literally having to be helped into his suit.
Yeah. Is that safe? Don't shake it.
Thing is, if your glove's not right, how do you feel right?
It doesn't.
Oh, it's such a complicated thing for it to come back. And we saw when Mark first came back how sketchy he was, and then he won a couple of races later. And we thought, oh, he's back.
Well, let's hope it's the same here.
Yeah, but that Aprilia, it's far, far off what it was last year. It's taken a step backwards in terms of production, which is a surprise and a half, really.
Yeah. Right.
By the way, 46 different streams across JB Motorsports this weekend, so if you're watching, we love every single one of you.
How many are we down now?
So far, we have done 6.
Woo! 40 to go!
That is F3 practice, Superbikes practice 1, F2 practice, F1 practice 1, and then these two have practice 1 and qualifying for F3.
feel like we should have
7. We're 7.
39!
It will be 7. And then when we go off here, F2 Bahrain's on before I have I get a break actually. I think I get an hour's break.
Woohoo! Oh, that gotta hurt.
Yeah, this is Alex Marquez, isn't it?
Yeah, he just bashed his foot on the track.
Not the best situation to go in, is it?
Yeah, and you could tell he had to kind of shake it off there. It's just like, ow.
I love covering motorcycles. We're covering more motorcycles this year than ever before. I've got the channel on it as well. Oh, and just a reminder from MotoGP, by the way, Sunday's coverage, Moto 2, will actually be from the commentary of TNT Sports, and that will be on JB Motorsports 2. We don't want to risk the main channel, so that is going to be on JB 2. because we're having to use the world feed.
Yeah.
Because everybody's literally everywhere else for that session. Because we're in Formula 1 and then MotoGP, so it's at the wrong time. Wellington says, where can I watch? On Disney, it's not on live.
Disney?
I didn't know it was on Disney. Everything's on Disney.
I forget. Does it have a live option?
Oh, Discovery.
Discovery, I was going to say.
Right, did you mean Discovery? It's gone back to Disney. Ah, right. I hope that's the case, Wellington. Otherwise, we've got questions.
Disney are hiding something.
Yeah. It's on TNT Sports 2 in the UK. And, well, listen to my next words out my mouth very carefully, viewers. We are checking. Just Google that. Google that. We are checking.
What are you? A Ferrari engineer?
It's actually what brought it about, but yes. Just as a heads up. Zarko's only 6 thousandths off now.
The new bike seems to be going decent.
Yeah, but now he's gone half a second back, so he's just lost a
We
lot
all have
more
our
time.
faults.
Yeah. Alex Marquez looking good.
If he was in a race, he'd be in the points. So.
Yeah, exactly. This is your first time on JBMotorsports 2 since we've been monetised.
I think it is.
Yeah. Usually you just stay to the main channels for stuff.
Yeah. I'm quite a busy person.
So basically, it's like we had in Argentina. The sprint race for MotoGP will be on here as well as qualifying, and then the race day coverage moves to the main channel. As a heads up.
Oh, by the way, do you know how I have to do a documentary for one of my modules?
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to have to help me edit that.
Of course I am. Do I get credit?
Oh, I can't give you credit.
So you're just going to make me edit it and claim you edited it?
I'm the one doing all the research.
Yeah, but so I'm doing your work.
Teach me how to edit it.
When has that ever worked, trying to teach you anything? When I go away, I have to leave you a list of things.
And that's because you don't actually leave me a list of things. You suddenly forget to leave you some lists of things, and then I'm left in the dark.
Well, it's going to be very simple come Tuesday when we're at Donington.
It makes me want to get on a train.
Yeah, but you know how simple it's going to be?
What?
Discord's going to be here, cameras are going to be there, and the OBS will be here. And Omi's going to be team viewing.
You don't know how many times you've actually not left me a list. You've left me a list a couple of times and things have gone smoothly, but sometimes you don't leave me lists.
There's a list right here.
Yes, that was the only list you've actually left me. Everything else was just post-it notes.
Yeah, it worked.
No, it didn't!
It worked for brands. It was you unhooking something that messed brands up.
Because you told me to unhook that. We were on video call, you said, unhook that, and I pointed to it, and you said, no, don't hook that. I don't unhooked it.
Yeah, but can I also point out the fact that MacBook was dying, and now we have a brand new one, which should make it all fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I don't have to guess between them.
Are we going to be stressed on Tuesday? No.
Wait, Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday. Tuesday the 15th of April. As Zarka goes 7th, Marquez coming in top.
What's going on Tuesday?
I'm at Donington for Media Day.
Have you got the train ticket?
Not yet.
I do that, given it's Friday.
Yeah, but it's still quite cheap. Also, I don't know what day I'm going yet.
Just tell me.
Darling sister hasn't told us. 2 thousandths of a second, and now 47. So Alex and Mark are still negotiating. Well, they're both on the same tyre compound and basically the same bike, medium. So they're going to run together smoothly out there.
I hope his foot's okay.
Alex or Mark? Do you see Mark's battle? Do you see Mark's photo in the press conference?
No.
Oh, right. Scarred, and then a massive scab from where he fell in America in the rain on the curb.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Was he that injured?
Yeah, it was a massive scab.
That is not good. How did it get through the suit?
I have no idea. Where is it? Mark Marquez. I'll just Google Mark.
Mark's actually doing red lap time. Well, sector time.
Yeah, he's up by 0.2 of a second. There you go, Max.
Jeez! What did he come right through it?
I'll hold it to the camera.
You should have put a warn people before that.
Well, it's Marc Marquez. If people are scared of Marc Marquez, then I think
Yeah, but some people.
the only people who are scared of Marc Marquez are the 22 riders behind him.
21. I'm not sure Alex is scared of him.
No, I don't think he is.
He's just like, childhood. You get desensitized to things like this.
It's like Shrek and Donkey, isn't it? Where he goes, ah, cool,
Yeah.
do that again. Let's have a look what Shrek could do then over the line for Marc Marquez. He's 2 tenths faster already on that last lap time alone, and he's, okay, 152.3. 3 tenths faster than his own fastest time, 5 tenths faster than Alex. Yep, Mark is seriously flying again.
Well, he's sensitive to disturbance, so
Yeah,
he's gotta.
it's just flying now, isn't it? Yeah. They're not going to stop. I doubt they would want to either. 18 minutes to go in this first session.
Speaking of brothers, I just saw Marini for about 2 seconds. There he is.
On the LCR, the factory Honda, of course, was Repsol, now it's just the HRC bike.
Make your brother proud.
The LCRs are going to still be moving up to a factory bike next year. Why am I on Mixler?
I don't know.
Between it, I was trying to hit Insta.
Where does Marini go?
Yeah, where is he in that sector? Miller's across the line.
I've completely. Oh, there he is, 6th.
Yeah, with a 1:53.733.
Good, good. You're making him proud. Why are you looking behind you, Mark?
Mark is looking in front and behind at every opportunity. It's kind of that situation of how it plays out.
Who is he looking out for?
I've lost track, to be fair, between it all.
For a minute, I thought Morbidelli had jumped. What's this?
That's Superbike's practice 2 in Assen with Adriano Bautista. Why have we got split screen with that? Why are we... Okay, for some reason, the Grand Prix Qatar's on one side and Superbike... Well, I know we're covering both sessions here on JB Motorsports, but I don't need to be commentating on both. Bullock's top, from Bautista, Lowe, Giannoni and Bassini, actually top 5 over in Superbikes. And I don't know why we're now seeing both at the same time. It's handy. Tell you what, can we keep this actually? Because it's handy for me and Megan, who are covering both. Bullock's top. What?
Why?
Don't know. I think they're advertising Discovery Plus. Yes, they were. Oh, that was nice to have a heads up. Petrucci, by the way, on that lap time went 5th fastest across the board, if you're watching. I may as well plug... I'll tell you what, if TNT are doing it, I may as well plug it at the same time. We're live on JB Motorsports 2 at this very moment, both with the World Superbikes and the first session of MotoGP.
Take your pick of bikes.
Yeah. Very bizarre, that. I didn't expect that to come through. So, over the line now. At the same time, Omi's in charge of F3 qualifying.
There's so many on.
At once as well.
Yeah.
That kind of weekend, I'm afraid. You wait until tomorrow.
Don't remind me of tomorrow.
So many. Oh, I need your laptop for practice too.
When?
Later.
Best do my work now then.
I need your laptop at 3:45 to for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes.
Oh, if it's only for 20 minutes, I'm fine.
Yes. Whilst this laptop does that.
Don't shut it out.
It's literally just going to be a HDMI camera.
I know, but my laptop's like me.
Annoyed?
Yes.
Yeah, thought so.
With everyone but me.
Please read the top 10 right now in FP1. For which session, Murta? For Superbikes or MotoGP? I'll read both if you like. If you get, I'll start with MotoGP. First practice session here in MotoGP. Marc Marquez fastest on a 1:52.388. Then it's Alex Marquez second. Pecco Bagnaia is third. Juan Mir is fourth. Franco Morbidelli is fifth. Fermin Aldeguer is sixth. Luca Marini is 7th, and Fabio Di Giannantonio is 8th, Fabio Quartararo is 9th, and Maverick Vinales is on 10th. Well, I said that, we've had Aldeguer move up into 6th position ahead of Marini. Further down, in 11th, it's Marco Bezzecchi. Then we get Johan Zarco 12th, and Bashin is 13th, Pedro Costa is 14th, Alex Rins 15th, Jack Miller 16th, Brad Binder 17th, Ayagor 18th, Jorge Martin 19th, Augusto Fernandez is in 20th, Soncat Chan 21st, and Ralph Fernandez is 22nd. Didn't we start with 23? Where's that 23rd gone?
I do not know.
Oh, I thought we started with 23 then.
I'm noticing something. Okay, Martin can't seem to make one of the corners and keeps going with the exact same part of the curbs.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ride, you know.
Yeah.
I think he's realised it's too much. Look,
And-
he's holding his arm.
Yeah.
I think Martin's realised he's been declared fit, but being declared
not
fit
ready.
and being able to do it is different, and he's looking in pain. Yeah, I think he'll back out.
He's not looking well
No.
while riding. I mean, he's using his legs quite a lot to
Yeah.
do a majority of the turning.
Yeah, so this is going to be, I think Martin tried, and I think he'll do the practice later, but I don't think he'll run it. He might back out even after practice one. Just to read you through the World Superbike session, while we have a bit of a lull here, Bulliger is on top from Bautista, Sam Lowes, Iannone, Petrucci, Bassini, Locatelli, top right Rascaglione is in 8th, and Alex Lowes, Van der Mark, Vierge, Gardner, Gertloff, Redding, Mackenzie, Montella, Lucanoa, Sofagulu, Agata, Rabat, Vickers, O'Halloran, and Zahardi as well. Megan, what do you
Look at
think?
his arm.
Yeah, it's hotter than it is now than it will be for practice
Oh.
later, by the way. Yeah, he's good. He's good hands. He needs assistance with taking his glove
Yeah.
off. But he's other. He can't move it.
He has not taken that glove off at all
No, the entire session, he's not taken his left glove off at all, has he?
because he can't.
Yeah.
Not yet.
He seems okay, but when he's out there, I don't know if it's too hot or he's just...
It's too much stress because of the
Yeah.
amount. Think about the amount of corners that's putting pressure on that
Yeah.
arm.
It's a lot, isn't it, for first off? It's
Yeah.
a lot to do and a lot to manage. I respect him more if he'd back out, really.
Yeah, because he needs to focus on getting his arm better.
Yeah.
And he does look in pain, and he's standing up a lot more than he usually
Yeah.
does.
Fabio Quartararo, 6th fastest, 153.501.
Oop.
Juan Mir in 7th next.
That almost looked like the ride height device had gone up for a second, and then it immediately went back down. But I know that can't happen. So something came loose.
Just realised actually why I need another device to commentate on that on the race tomorrow, because your laptop's doing Discord again. Well, this laptop doesn't know. So you won't have this monitor a lot this weekend. You will for the race, but for a lot of it, I don't think you will. Not even qualifying, you won't have it. Sorry. So you're going to have to look up here for timings. He's just using an iPad. I'm sorry.
Are you?
Because it's a busy weekend. I think if everybody understands, we just need to get on with it.
I'm getting vanilla and toffee cornetto as well
That's
as
nice.
normal one.
Can I
I put it on the list.
can I introduce phone timings?
No.
iPad?
No. I'm going to say no to every suggestion before you start saying it.
Your
stubborn.
your old laptop with
No.
a HDMI to this one.
Okay, my old laptop, where is it?
I don't know. It's still with our friends.
So that's not an option.
I'm getting quite worried about that actually. It's been 2 weeks.
I don't even think he knows the problem.
I think it's been. Is it in 2 weeks or 3?
2.
2.
That laptop, I think it's just the technology anomaly.
I will need to check in with Jennifer about that.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Alex Marquez back on the bike and away he goes out the pit lane now with 10:49 to go.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember?
It's a hard drive failure, we know.
Yeah, but do you remember about a year or so ago when everyone had those blue screens on their laptops?
Yeah.
Reminds me of that,
Yeah.
except it's fixable.
Yours is just a hard drive failure. That's why it's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Compared to my old MacBook, which I've lost the plug for.
It's downstairs somewhere.
Not that.
It was downstairs.
I don't know if you can find
Last time I saw it, Dad had it.
it. I think it's in my room. I'll find it.
I reckon Dad has it.
Because that would solve a lot of problems this weekend.
It's
actually.
probably check down near where I put my laptop to charge it.
I will check. Right, 10 minutes to go in this session. Let's have a look. So far, Honda is the manufacturer that clearly makes a step forward in this MotoGP season.
Never
KTM
heard
moving backwards. In my opinion, Martin better rule out this weekend from how he looks on the track so far. But if he rules out this weekend, the next one we go to is Spain in 2 weeks' time, which you're taking Saturday off again, because I'm in elsewhere. But it's going to be mad, isn't it, for him?
Yes, it will be.
I will try and hop in as well. In fact, I'm going to try and be there for race day, but I apologise if I'm not. You will have cover with JT. Do not worry.
Okay, this is stressing me out. Do not mention it. What is my rule with things?
Don't talk to Megan. She's nuts.
Yes.
Oh, so you admit you're nuts?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does that make you?
Tired already. We've barely begun today.
I get very stressed out very easily, given I know what I have to do during just an average day for me, let alone when days I'm busy, which I am busy.
We've got another 12 hours to go, by
And
the
then
way.
I have this on top of it.
We've got another 12 hours today before I go to bed. And then we're up at what, 7:30? No, 7. Forgot 7.
Try to get you up at 7:30.
I did get up. I went straight into the room.
20 minutes later.
Oh, I'm so sorry. People went to the bathroom. Martin's
That bathroom was empty for 10 minutes.
Martin's jumped on his chair. I think he's okay. Literally, he was just
His legs
shivering
are okay.
Yeah. Well, we saw that on the bike, didn't we? He was able to navigate with the bike more than the legs. Well, would he fall if he did that?
He hasn't fallen yet. You watch next time it goes down.
Yeah. Quite close, isn't it, really?
Yeah. No one can seem to take that corner. It's the last corner, I think. What is wrong with that corner? Right, Bastianini just did a 153.726. And where did he go for that? 10th.
Whoa! What's up, Max?
I don't know where it is.
What? What are you looking at? What? I have no idea what Megan is on about, but she's ripped her headset off in a flurry of these and she's lost her sound card. Put that down there and mute the mic. What? What are you babbling about? It's either a bee or a wasp or what? Well, I can't see any bees and I can't see any wasps, so I think we're okay. I've never seen you shoot up that much in the comment box before. You went straight up as we get through. You right? You sure it wasn't one of the bikes? They do sound like bees. Well, okay. Well, there you go. What was? Are you okay?
What if there's some? And we have the door open.
That's because it's warm.
You let nature in.
Yeah, it's warm. Over the line, there's Colorado. 6th, 153.322. Acosta, 4th, 153.297. Mark still on lap times, but closing in some time. Are you okay now? You were mid-sentence and then you shoot out the back of the commentary box. What's
I don't
going
even
on?
remember what I was saying.
No, I don't think we do either.
Where's Marquez? No, wait, that's Martin. Just, it's saying it's Marquez for some reason.
That's because Marquez on the lap time. Has the wasp arrived yet? Yeah, oh, well, Megan, I haven't seen it. We've had a couple of wasps in the commentary box last weekend, but
I hope it left.
I don't know what she's on about. She sort of darted out the side of a seat.
I know what I hear because it didn't come from this ear. It came from that ear,
Right,
which doesn't have anything on it.
right. Well, if you get stung, we'll know, won't we?
How touching.
Yep. Marc Marquez, very much on a slow lap time as he comes over the line. Zarco goes 8th, but Mark stays at the top, does not improve overall on the time.
Why'd you let nature in?
It's either that or have no air conditioning.
I'd rather.
Taking my fan in later as well. So, how long? 5 minutes to go of this session. Then we'll hand over to TNT for the practice starts and Megan will disappear. She'll be back with us for the MotoGP session later on.
When?
6 o'clock.
6.
Vinales up to 9. It's a big improvement now. It's getting better. They can't see you, by the way.
I know, I'm cowering. I'm scared to sit back. What if it somehow finds me?
As Simon Patterson said, live radio.
Comunque, puttana, davanti fa paura. Entro, mi
It's scary. He likes the front end. Papaola in the is really good, as in like a good way. Yeah, it's scary good. Yeah.
So he
That
likes
was
the
not
front
what we were
end.
expecting.
No, he likes the front end.
I didn't hear the rest of it because we were too busy.
I think he saw that. He saw the camera as well.
So he likes the front end. That was Sylvain live translating for us.
Well, it was about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Remember when he had the thing?
Going well then so far, isn't it? Lap time cancelled for the 63 due to exceeding track limits.
No.
So, 4 to go. How is only a minute passed?
I don't know, but for me it's been full of tension.
Seemed a lot shorter than it was.
As we're 7 minutes past quicker.
Still, a double bean this weekend on it. Just double checking that Martin saying that he likes the front end of the bike. And I don't know, he does seem a bit tired out, but you're going to be tired out, isn't it? I think, due today, isn't he? He's not a quitter, is Martin. He's not a quitter. He'll progress through.
I reckon, like, if he really pushed himself and if he's really not feeling it, then he might just end up crashing out of the race.
Yeah, and I don't want him to do that because that could cause further injury.
Yeah.
Look at Vinales.
Didn't Marquez do a similar thing?
Yeah, at Saxon Ring 1 year. Broke his finger.
And then he had to have even more time.
Yeah, King of the Ring will cost it a lot.
I feel like I'm constantly looking at this right now.
There's nothing there.
I don't know that.
If I lightning reactions, Megan, I'd see it. No, I didn't see anything.
Well, I heard it.
Difference to seeing and hearing.
I have really good hearing.
Mia goes 9th. 1:53, 3:44. As they continue to fly through. Marc Marquez, 1:52, 3:88. Okay, so there's some good lap times coming, isn't there?
Yes, we're at 2 minutes 30 left.
Do you remember when Bagnaia and Martin came together here in Qatar last year? Yeah.
Maybe it'll happen again.
I don't think Martin will be here near the front. This is going to be a Marquez.
Marquez might not be.
Marquez has waited for Qatar. For so many years, he's had Ducati out-drag him on the straight here. For race victories, for battles of positions, everything. Now, it's his turn. It is going to be a flat-out war, and I can't wait. What?
I can see it.
Where?
Over there.
Where?
I heard enter.
Well, where is it then? Because I can't...
There!
Oh, yes, I see it. There's a tiny little wasp.
Tiny!
Yeah, it's not as big as what it was. Go kick the door open, it'll be fine.
You want me to go near that
Oh,
thing?
for God's sake. Start talking to...
Well, there's a wasp. Ah! Don't lure it over. Someone get Bergamot. Wasps hate Bergamot.
It's just buzzed out the door.
You promise? I'm leaving as soon as this session's over.
What, to where the wasp is?
I'll run.
The flaw in Megan's plan, she can't wait to see.
I'm gonna have to start spraying the commentary box door with Bergamot. Ah!
It's near the pipe, Megan.
It's gone.
Right, okay. I've had enough of Megan.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Right.
Why is it so interested in me?
It's the...
It's back again.
It's probably can see the commentary box light.
Go! Leave! There's no honey here. I don't know what you eat or drink.
Okay. Bagnaia is on a 2/10 slower lap time. Marc Marquez looking quick. Firmin Aldeguer up to 7th on a 1:53.198. A much better lap time from him as well. Luca Marini goes 12th with 10 seconds left of the session.
I knew I wasn't crazy.
If Mark wins here at a track where he's not at the strongest start, it's going to be a tough to beat him. It really will be. Yellow flag, sector 2.
Did they say wasp too?
Someone's off. Oh, it's Jack Attack.
Oh,
Turn 4 for Jack Miller.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Oh, and he's going big time. Right, that's under braking then. On
Is that
entry.
back flip?
Yeah, it's rolled a couple of times. The airbag's gone off him as well, but he's okay. He's up and walking away. But that
Looks
Yamaha Primo Pramac Yamaha has been a bit destroyed.
Looks like he's turning into Hulk.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But that's going to spoil everybody's laps into the yellow.
It's gone off hard as well, that. Hold on. So, just fell, kept hold of the bike, and then it flips as soon as he lets go of it.
Yeah, he barrel rolled as well on the gravel.
When you can see his airbag slowly inflating and inflating.
Mark being red in all sectors won't mean anything. He'll have the lap time deleted because he went through a yellow flag zone.
Yeah. Oh, he's fine. He's
Yeah.
fine. He's just like, can someone pop this airbag for me?
Good for 2 reinflates, that system.
Emily.
We haven't even officially ended the session yet. That time cancer for Mark Marquez, as we said, due to yellow flag. Juan Mir over the line, stays 8th fastest. Okay, now you can go.
Yay!
Moments of practice.
Preferably not wasps. I would say seeing Martin go full shoulder down because it gave us a bit of hope.
Cheers, Max. Ta-da. So because everyone else now who's on the lap time have had their lap times cancelled due to the yellow flag. So it doesn't actually mean anything of what they're going through now. They'll get ready to do their practice start session, which is going to be around about 15 minutes in length. El Diablo says about Mark with a 151. How good is that going to be as well in quali? I agree with you. That is going to be good, I hope. The classic battles between Mark and Dovi have been the ones to remember. Oh, this circuit's been great. I remember the year I cursed Andre Iannone as well when they were pack racing. I said, if this continues, one of them is going to go down. Down went Iannone. And right as I said it. I'll see if I can get that clip. It was quite funny, actually. Okay, right. Let's hand over to TNT Sports then. Ready for the practice start session.
That is aimed a little bit towards his teammate, who's actually not doing a bad job, but I think it is pointing towards that side of the garage.
Look at Marini's beating his points total from last year after 3 rounds.
That's not bad. I mean, clearly the turnaround for Honda has been it's been great. Johan's been pushing it. I mean, he crashed out of, was it P7 in Thailand on the Sunday, and then crashed out again in America. But he's got speed.
They've made the biggest step from any other manufacturer. Looking back at Austin in the race compared to 2024, they were 1.1 seconds faster.
Massive.
Maverick Vinales is twice a winner here. Let's not forget 2017 in his first race with Yamaha. That was when he was in pole position. And then he won again in the first of 2 races we had here, if you remember, at the start of 2021.
Yeah, moving from the Suzuki, we thought, wow, he's going to absolutely destroy him this year.
So, as they come back down pit lane, Fabio Gian Antonio backing up his fine form from the circuits of the Americas. Second quickest. And actually, 6 Ducatis in the top 7. Just Maverick Vinales in amongst them. And then Joan Mir in 8th spot. Slightly worrying, but you come to a track like this, tricky conditions to start, you need an all-round bike that works, and Ducati is the all-round package.
Yeah, got a bit of a headwind as well. They've only done 348.3 for the best speed to fast track around here.
Well, it'll get quicker in the evening as well, won't it?
Yeah.
When the temperature comes down.
Yeah, the engine can breathe a little bit better with cooler temperatures.
What's the top speed record?
362.4. Johan Zarco, 2021, 225.2 miles per hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, if you remember at the time, that was the fastest there'd been in MotoGP, and then they went quicker in Italy. Remember Brad Binder in the sprint in 2023 on the KTM, he set 227.4.
Unbelievable.
Miles per hour.
I've told people that occasionally, and I genuinely think they think I'm lying. I do though, and I go, no, and that's obviously, that's in a race situation, side by side, that's the speed they're going.
Out of a slipstream.
That's a bike that is actually, not fully designed, obviously, to to do top speed. They've got wings. It's a bike that needs to turn. So it's not a drag bike, but it's drag bike speed.
Did you see the information that Dimitri sent through? Did you get a chance to glance through it? I was looking at it, found it quite interesting. He was saying that over the past couple of years, or last 3 years, it might be 4, sorry, the speeds are going slower at certain tracks, and at Austin, for example, the speeds come down over the last few years, and it's showing that obviously these bikes are more aero heavy, and it is affecting the
drag.
Drag.
Bit more
The
drag.
absolute top speed. Don't get me wrong, they might get to that point quicker, but
Yeah.
you're getting to a point where the sails are out, there's that much drag on it.
But that's the problem, isn't it? They're focusing on acceleration because of the ride height device. You squat down, and it is that phase of the corner where everything is coming out. Yeah, it is changing the game. We'll see how that goes on then when we head into the new rules of 2027. Jorge Martin just trying to
I've done
flex
that a
his
few
wrist
times
out.
in my career.
Horrible feeling.
Yeah, it was my left wrist as well, and you're just like, it's just like toothache, honestly. Just like, oh, this is horrible.
And at the end of the session like that, it's so
Throbbing.
just throbbing.
Yeah.
And horrible feeling. Brave Jorge Martin though. I mean, yeah, he's in P20, but he's less than 2 seconds off.
I'm impressed with that.
That's a good effort.
I'm very impressed with
That's
that.
Jorge Martin, isn't it? What do you expect? He's a world champion for a reason, isn't he?
He's gritty.
Maverick Vinales lines up then.
So Maverick, does he? No, he doesn't have the mass damper either.
I'm just interested to see about them spinning up here, as my worry in these practice start situations on the dirty parts of the racetrack that we've seen already rooster tails from some of the backs of the bike. So this, let's hope everyone gets through this one safely.
It is the limit now, Gav, isn't it? I mean, with the lowering device, front and rear, the limit is the rear grip that you get, or you don't, until it breaks traction.
There's been one at every round. Was it Jack last time? Had one. There's been in the sprint, I think
Yeah,
it was, wasn't
yeah, it
it?
was
And,
Jack, yeah.
at every round, there's been someone who has, had a spin. Marco Bezzecchi had one, didn't he?
Especially here when you're offline, in the bit with the sand. Just look how fast they just eject from the standing still position. Unreal. That belly pan is very, very low.
You're just waiting for it to spin up, though, aren't you?
Yeah, see the rear coming up there on the brakes.
There'll be a few do that in the race as well. We say that a lot here, don't we? People running wide.
Well, this is one of those, because
that was
that's
one.
spun up.
that was a spin. But also, you arrive at that turn 1 at much lower speed than you would normally, so they've got to dial in the ride height device, haven't they, for the first corner?
Yeah, they have to dial in their braking point because they need to brake super aggressive to be able to unlock the front and the rear height device. So you see there, you can't afford to dab the brake and sort of find your way in. You have to be aggressive. You have to, pick your braking marker and be precise. Yeah, to generate enough force for the bike to come up enough to lock itself back in position. So it's a mechanical system because they have to by rules. And sometimes we've seen it in the past where the devices don't fully lock back in position, and that can create, something. Well, it's uncomfortable for the rider, but also it can be a little bit dangerous because obviously your bike is basically a chopper, so you can't turn as much.
You've tried the ride height device, the
Yeah.
start devices, both of them, front and rear.
Yeah.
What's it like compared to? Just can you give us an example, like when, now obviously you test for BMW on the superbike, practice starts on that. What's it like? Chalk and cheese, nothing like it.
Yeah, for the start, the front ride height makes a huge difference. And when we first tested that was a massive improvement in the start.
With Suzuki.
Yeah. The rear height device brought as well something, but the major difference was the front. But the rear height device makes a huge difference when you're actually riding. When you drop that bike and you're coming out the corner, it not only allows you to use a lot more power, it also makes the bike a lot more aero because you're a lot closer to the ground. And the gain in acceleration and top speed was huge. I mean, it was literally out of the first time we tried it was in Misano. and out of the last turn, which is quite slow, second gear corner, it was like having 40, 50 horsepower more, because the bike was not taking power off anymore.
Yeah, because you could use it.
You could use it, so it just made it more efficient. Yeah.
Unreal. I'd love to have a go at one of the starts.
Did you not get to do that with the KTM last year because you were on just flying
Exactly.
laps?
That's the next step. Then you need to ask them for this year.
Would you really want it? You know, on a track like that. Yeah?
No, I know what you're saying, because it's going to be it could be a scary experience. Well, it'd be a great experience.
Yeah, you could take it easy and still do a low 2-second 0-60.
Yeah,
That's what it is now, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's Brad Binder got here?
Look like the rear of the bike hadn't gone down. He's messing with something.
That look good.
Put it this way, Sylvan, if I got a chance to ride one or practice one of these starts,
Just sand it.
what I wouldn't do is just hold it flat out and drop the clutch, which is what you're supposed to do. It'd be hard to, because imagine all your career, I've never dropped a clutch on a bike completely, because if you do, you'd wheel it. So to tell your brain to let your fingers just go, that takes some doing.
First mind game or first points, shall we say, to Marc Marquez? What do we think? So
Yeah,
look at this
100%.
again.
He's got more than half a second on
Everyone.
paper. So, and everybody, there was no sort of like, I was going to say cheating. It's not cheating, but sometimes a few of them throw like a tire at the end.
It's all about checking out the cheating.
There was
Early on
there
in
was
the
none of
weekend.
that. Everybody stayed with the medium.
Yeah.
They used the same tire, the same front and rear for the whole session. So let's say this is like an even, playing field tire-wise. And yeah, the track sort of got better lap after lap. But Mark has made
These are his conditions.
this is a big gap.
Aren't they? You know, like
These are his conditions.
Dirty track.
Low grip. But absolutely, it's obviously advantage Marc Marquez.
Valentino Rossi in with Pablo Nieto this weekend, watching over things. He'll have some great advice, won't he? Interesting that he's got a Yamaha little. Sure, he had it. Was that right?
He's an ambassador, isn't he?
I know, but he had it on his hat.
So
on his cap.
He's an ambassador for Yamaha, but
interesting.
he also races BMW cars, and he's got Ducati bikes.
Yeah.
And
his team.
Inter Milan are going to be wearing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Got a shirt with the bright yellow stripe down the middle and a little number 46 on them for their
And what's
game
that
this
for?
weekend. Just to collaborate. He's a big Inter Milan fan.
How cool is
Collaboration
that?
with him
How cool is
this
that?
weekend.
Hey, the track was dirty, but we still got best lap of the race in a race situation was Acosta 52.6. We got Marquez in 52.2 there, so not that bad with medium.
No.
With 16 laps on it. Yeah.
First practice.
Yeah, that's a strong start. But
we expected lap times to tumble this weekend because, again, Michelin have brought stiffer tyres.
yeah, different rear and a different front as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in theory, they've got everything they need to go that.
I think that the different tires is a hard front and is a soft rear, so medium was probably the standard allocation.
Desperate to get the glove off there. I like the little world champion rainbow on the back of his helmet.
Yeah.
That's a nice little.
I saw that straight away and thought, that looks well cool.
Yeah.
It's those little touches like that.
Well, I think that's as good as he could have hoped for.
Get the ice on it.
Straight away, get that ice on. That will swell up. That's the question is how that's going to feel tomorrow then, isn't it?
During the weekend.
A night's work on it later as well.
It normally gets worse and worse. So inflammation, it's what is.
So I'm bringing the positivity.
Yeah. No, but
It's just the reality.
Some injuries work their way into the weekend. This one won't do, will it?
No, because they've been putting pressure that he has not put so far, even in the rehab. So yeah, tough weekend for Jorge Martin ahead.
Marc Marquez then, top of the session from Fabio Di Gianantonio as well. Not a bad session here at the Losail International Circuit. We'll be back for practice 2 in around about 3 hours' time. Join us then for all the action. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.